Hello, Sunshine community, and welcome back to some bingo gaming action. It's championship week. We have Team Darkman, MrYhatoh, uh, versus Team J Glides with Embouchure in Lockout Bingo. I'm one of your commentators, Deathline, and I'm joined by Larvitar. Hello, Larvitar.
Hello, hello. Honestly, even though like in the final week, the predictions are like pretty overwhelming for like most of the matchups. I would say like every matchup is pretty close, and I think this is the first one out of the five that we have, and it's like Lockout will be the hypest one anyway. So I
It's the
it's
claim to fame that Yato had, right? Just beating people in Lockout because he's just good at routing now.
yeah, and like Armbo. I I am like personally a little bit of an Arbo hater, but I gotta recognize gotta recognize that like like Arbo can be really good if he just like doesn't troll, and even if he trolls, he gets away with this. So like make of it what you will. But
Yeah. And notably, these two played in week one of the tournament. It was in rule control. Ombo won 3-0, but it was one of those 3-0s where it's like if Ombo missed one goal, then he was gonna lose, like 3-1 or something like that. So
I don't think I've seen the week one matchup, but like only because I think like Armbo is really good and Yado is only pretty good. Well, like one like step between really good and good, you know. Uh, like Lockout is a thing that just can provide like a little bit of variance, and some cards are like pretty open ended, which I think could favor Yado.
Mhm.
I don't. You might have like more recent experience with in Lockout against Yado. Is that what is actually okay? What is Yado's strength in this?
I think Yato really excels at not showing information anymore, which is like really annoying in Lockout. Specifically because like draft, it's like okay, there's 30-minute protection period. Like I'm not like super concerned about like losing things immediately, and other formats have other like kind of problems, but like lockout, like not having information in the early game kind of sucks, because then like if you just lose a goal when like you're like halfway through like 100 or something and it gets clicked out from you, and it's like damn, I lost like a lot of time doing nothing that like benefits me now. And Yato's really like excels at doing that kind of thing.
Interesting,
um,
interesting. Because the one thing that I think of when the name Embouchure comes up is hiding information that doesn't need to be hidden and shouldn't be hidden. You know, his
yeah.
uh, his vibe delays that just like also yeah, hide the information from Yado, but like while Yado is probably more controlled. I say this because I have not been upset with anything with any delayed of Yados. Amber is definitely far more volatile in this, and with higher risk comes also higher reward, but
Mhm.
also more variance. And uh, Amber is currently a little invisible, but I'm sure the
Looking at
other
the
scene.
card, Serena overall seems fairly strong here. We have 5 Secret Shines, Serena 100, Serena 5, slash Noki slash Gelato in the corner down there. 18 Serena, 5 NPC, 3 Boss, 4 Unique, right? And 7 Shines and Secrets. That's like all kind of like lining up with Serena pretty hard here. 5 Bluebirds and 7 Bluebirds also on the card. So some pin play here. And then maybe getting to,
5 and
I
7
don't know,
bluebirds
Pianta
as well.
does not seem. I guess there's one Pianta hidden, but like, is there a reason to do Bianco in this card?
Bianca hidden, and as I
Bianca
said,
hidden,
7 bluebirds.
Butterfly, I guess. Although
Five
Pianta also
yeah,
has Butterfly.
also 5 secrets, 7 chance and secrets. This is also both things that Bianca goals. Well,
Yeah.
you know. Um,
And then 200s and 100 coin shine in the secret. So you have some flexibility on that, since Serena can't even be done in the secret anyways. Um, this is kind of interesting because like I feel like Serena is just the main level here, but then there's kind of like some sneaky pin-up progress that you can pull in, and then a little bit of like some other stuff, but it's not like anything like directly like showable with your clicks, right?
Mm.
Um, so like 15 from 3 worlds, like okay, 45 blues and then 60 totals, but like there aren't any level blue goals other than 18 Serena, so it's like okay, what am I supposed to do with that information?
Mhm. I
Um,
think I think this is going to be like m- maybe a battle between like S- Serena progress or like doing Serena straight up.
mhm.
Maybe like 4 fruit ladies with 5 NPCs into Serena, or just like some sort of like 3 bosses early tour into just like seeing what happens. Maybe Bianca hidden because you realize your opponent is in Serena.
Mhm.
Like okay, I don't expect to see 2 Bianco starts that continue after Bianco 2. If we see 2 Bianco 3s within the next like
I might
5
quit on the
minutes,
spot if I see 2 Bianco 3. Larry knows how much I hate commentating Bianco.
I don't. My issue with Bianco is that like
There
there
isn't a
are
reason to do 5 though, right? Like even early, even 3 early is kind of scuffed. I mean, I guess if you want to do Bianca 3, right? Because there is an NPC in Bianca 3 that you can get, and then go to like Fruit Ladies or Serena after that. I guess that's fine. It's kind of a stretch in my opinion, but it is there.
Mhm. But I mean, if you do Bianco 3, then Bianco hidden is imminent,
Yeah.
and maybe like 5 secrets, 7 chances secrets is like way too late for like Bianco 3 to be done after Bianco 2 immediately at the beginning.
Yeah, you kind of have to push it off, even with the Hidden Red's hoverless play, right? Like, you kind of just have
Yeah.
to not worry too hard about the progress on that, and kind of focus either picking Pinna or Serena here.
Mm. Um, you mentioned the sneaky pinner possibilities, and ma- uh, uh, I still don't see it actually. I still don't see a pinner being like that insane.
It's not
Mainly
like
maybe.
crazy, right? But like you have 7 Pinna Beach Blues to kind of hopefully contest the Ladies play if they're not quick with the NPCs. If they if they go in Serena, right? Serena 1, 2, and maybe even 3. That's quite a bit of time in the early game. There's 7 Link Blues, 5 Bluebirds, 17 M Graffitis with maybe like a jump into Rico type thing. So I think there is ways to contest Serena around that with Pinna, but it's just it really depends on timing and information.
Mm, knowing what do I know about these guys that I can make like a hot take or like a wild prediction? My wild prediction is that Arbo will rush 3 bosses into just delaying it for 3 minutes. I've seen him do this. I still remember the match against who was it? LAS back then.
Oh, there's Lilipad on this card. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, but like,
Straight up ignored that goal.
l- I think the 5 NPCs, 7 fruit not 7 fruit ladies, 4 fruit ladies is too strong, and I guess 7 shines and secrets like hiddens aren't a thing on this card really, and 100 coin shine and secret is like a meme in my mind.
So half the card's a meme in your mind.
Okay, no, but like remember that so many people were talking like, oh, 7 shines and secrets, yeah, and hundreds in the secret is like insane synergy, and
Oh no,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
I'm a hater.
no,
I'm a
no,
hater of that. No,
no,
I don't
no,
like
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, sorry. I think people were talking like doing hundreds in a secret, even when 100 coin shine in the secret isn't a goal. They were still talking about 100 in the secret for 7 shines and secrets. That pissed me off actually.
I think it's fine depending on the 100.
It,
Because like
it, it
some
needs to
hundreds
have
aren't
good
that
times.
much slower to get in the secret, but like stuff like Piana 5, that shit be slow as hell, bro. Like in a secret, that's so goddamn slow. Like Pinna 200s in a secret, whatever. Like Rico 400s
Yeah,
in a secret, kind of whatever. Bianco kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
it's not that bad, Bianco.
Uh, Even like Gelato 100s in a secret isn't that bad unless you pull a tray. Um, but like I'm kind of a hater of getting 100 Quinshine in a secret, just like in general, even if the goal's on the card. Because it adds like 30 seconds for nothing.
Uh, yeah. The thing is, like, it depends on the format, right? Because like some formats require you to get goals earlier, or like prioritize
Yeah,
goals earlier.
yeah. I mean, like row control and invasion, it's fine because goal positioning matters more in that. But so we are seeing a double Bianca 2 start. If I see
That's
more than that, I might cry live on stream.
I'm fine with one Bianco 3 and one Stringer 1. Like that's something that I would expect. Oh, well, expect as in like this is all in the realms of reasonable.
If I have to guess, I'm gonna say Yato isn't gonna play Serena because I feel like he doesn't want to get trapped playing the slow world as the slower player. I think that's usually his mindset. I'm gonna guess that Yato's probably gonna try and lean more towards Pinna and then kind of work his way around the Serena play. But we might see him dip into Serena a little bit more early on as well. Ambo, I have no clue. Ambo kind of just picks a route and does it every time I watch him.
Something you just mentioned right now, like the slower world as a slower player is not something Yada prefers. Like, and like Pinna has counterplay on this card. Like, I don't think Pinna is the very important, you have to be there as ASAP kind of world.
Yeah,
And
it's not like a
Noki
rush.
is
Loki's like
non-existent.
non-existent on this card.
Yeah, 26 shines is the Noki goal. Or like the closest thing we have to a Noki goal.
Oh my god, they're like in sync right now.
Yeah, more
Ambo
importantly,
had
they are
a
not Bianco free.
Ambo had a worse fruit, but Yato took a little bit longer setting up the clip. Yato notably playing on JP, so gonna be slightly faster in some places. And overall throughout Delfino.
But I know that the JP versus Italian is very much in favor for the Italian text in this
In
arena.
Serena, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about English, but from the looks of it,
Have we like agreed that like PAL is like the best bingo version? Is that what we agreed on, or is it like not? Did we not agree upon that? Right? So you kind of want the fruit in Delfino, even with the slower like baby loads or whatever in Delfino per shine. Like I feel like having the fruit around in the plaza kind of helps more often than not in bingo.
yeah, and like the sort of
And then better
possibility.
packs.
I think that's a little interesting. I would still argue that JP is probably better, but there are enough cards where PAL is favorable. US just seems like the worst of both worlds, so
Few players remaining who play on English like me and Ombo. Even Mason's now a JP warrior. Times have changed.
oh really?
Yeah.
When did you change? Yeah. When did you switch?
Within the last few months, I think.
Oh,
Like it's a recent change.
interesting.
Ombo finishing up the Serena 1 a little bit faster than Yato, maybe about somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds. Actually, probably closer than 10 seconds. I didn't realize the hotel was like that slow. Ombo notably grabbing the NPCs here in Serena 1. So we might see... I'm still assuming it's just going to be a 3 boss race into like Fruit Ladies after this. But there is a world where it's like, I don't know, I just feel like doing Fruit Ladies first. And grabbing 5 NPCs and 4 Fruit Ladies.
Yeah, interesting to know. Liado did not pick up the no keys, so he's more serious about the free bosses. He's committed. Oh well, he's more dedicated, I should say.
Not even being dissuaded by the bird in front of him with 7 blue birds on the card and 5 blue birds.
I'd assume you would visit Sona anyway again, and at that point you can do the keyboard.
I mean, you gotta go to Gelato at some point, right? So Yato taking a slight lead now for the 3 boss race, which is interesting. Yato also just like does not care about any blues right now.
Saving that half a second minimum, that is the safe box. I said one
is on the card too, so that's kind of crazy to me.
That I'm like, I could see just like not going for it, although it's very minimal. I mean, they both picked up the win in Bianca after all.
Yeah. If it was 15, I would say that's inexcusable, but it's 17M, so it's like, all right, whatever. You kind of have to expend more effort anyways. Yato dropping a jump input.
Ambo might get like the one exclusive M's. Oh, he'll skip those.
No, he's just ignoring it? Oh, man. All right. Yato with maybe like a 3 to 5 second lead.
Oh,
so
looks like
if he messes up the fight, then like could be an issue.
Yeah. Do you remember if they started at the same time? Is that like the delay on the video feed?
They should be pretty equal. Like I think they started at exactly the same time on stream. Although Ambo's stream did go down for a little bit, so I don't know. But I don't think Ambo has that insane of a stream delay.
I think it was actually just that Rasmus just didn't have. Although like the scenes are using the same video feed, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just Rasmus's fault. After all,
clearly we should just force Ambo to buy a capture card so we can not watch the Twitch feed. But 3 boss shine going to MrYhatoh, so Ambo losing that by within 3 seconds. So Ambo's like, damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, and 3 bosses, while it being like done that early, you know what the 3 bosses are.
Yeah.
But like 3 bosses is like that start is like not saying a whole lot. Also,
oh, is Ambo gonna lose to a Bianco hidden race? That'd be really funny. Oh, okay, things are happening. Okay, we're back. Yato seems to have gotten like a significantly larger lead.
Yeah, somehow.
Oh, sliding up the hill. Bianco 3 movement is like sometimes impossible.
Yeah. Ambo without the
in the rope, see what I mean? Impossible movement.
Yeah, both having slight issues. Just the nerves. Maybe Yato knows that 3 bosses was really close. And Bianco Hidden is going to be similarly close. Maybe not closer, but still competitive. The nerves. Like,
so now the question is, do you do the hidden hoverless? Or do you just say, I don't want to deal with the rocket nonsense and I just grab the hover nozzle? Or stay with the hover nozzle?
it depends, of course, how good you are with rocket, but I don't think they are. I
don't know if either player is extremely practiced in the HRH for Bianco.
They might do. Abo is scored back to 3. Nice.
I think Larvae had a whole day of testing on this. If it was better to scroll back or just stay in 4. I think Larvae ended up saying it was better just to stay in 4.
No, it's better to scroll back.
Is it better to scroll back?
Oh wait, no, it was.
I thought you said it was better to stay in 4.
I think it's better to stay in 4. But the reasoning was that. What was the reasoning actually?
I think it was usually rocket application.
Yeah, so, something has to do with Rocket.
So notably, Yato does have the rocket.
Yeah, but
Is
it's
still
not
slightly
practiced.
ahead somehow. Oh, okay, that was a little sketchy. Ambo
Yeah.
might take the lead here in the last section because this stuff is kind of slow unless you do the rollouts. Ambo
Yeah.
not or Yato not going for the rollouts. Yato hitting the coin first, but he used that like a worse angle.
Yeah.
Rocket might be a little bit faster here.
Although 26
This
and
is so
28
close.
is... Oh,
Oh, Ambo
orange.
gets it. Ambo did okay.
Hmm.
Ambo did unclick it because he was probably just like trying to click it really fast. It would have been insane if Ambo clicked it, unclicked it, and then Yato clicked it. That would have been insane. But Ambo stealing that by like within 2 seconds for sure. So Yato's like, damn, that sucks. And Yato's probably gonna believe that he did that hoverless too. So off to
Mhm.
Gelato 1 Reds now.
The slightly
We're
good
rolling
thing
up too early.
for Yado is that I think like the Bianco Hidden is not as strong of oh well, the Bianco Hidden is different kind of like commitment than Free Bosses. I think Free Bosses has been like the better goals. So in terms of information, Yado is still in the lead, although with the 2 hidden Ritz Havelis sort of race, I think Yado will contest it. He'll
I mean,
give it up.
Yato's ahead right now because Ambo rolled out too early on the plant, so he wasn't actually spraying it.
Oh.
So it has like once again, like a 3-second lead.
Does Abo play with audio? Is that...
That I don't know.
I think he used to not at least, but maybe he changed the setup, although like he still is just recording his screen after all these years.
Ambo finally taking a route deviation.
Just
Gonna
getting
go
one
off
M.
for the M.
And
Maybe
probably the
birds
hidden...
and dip. Doesn't even want the hidden.
The hidden is probably
Now
good
wants
enough
the
for the
hidden.
shine.
Okay.
I could have seen this being one of the cards where you get the birds to exit area, maybe. Although when you get 5 birds, you want to get the pinner anyway.
Got it. Okay. Did not fall all the way down. Okay, one bird for Ambo. I think the other one is not there right now, so he's gonna have to take a little wait. So Ambo's gonna see those 2 hidden reds click and be like, I know everything about your game plan. Yao's gonna click this and he's like, I should know most about your game plan. But he does not know that Ambo did not, in fact, do Gelato 1 or 1 Reds.
Yeah.
So far, at least. So does Ambo just now bail on trying to get to Pinna as fast as possible? No? Okay, he's staying.
Oh, maybe he's like reconsidering the decision he made doing Bianco Hidden.
Yeah, to not do it or hoverless.
Yeah, doing Jalo Reds Harvest. Then we've
Oh,
seen
got it.
some people. We've seen some people like repeat a hidden just to get done hoverless after the fact that they completed the shine. I don't think Amber would do this.
Y'all are taking 2 deaths now on the same block in hoverless.
To be fair,
Ambo
the spacing is really annoying.
picking up some blues here. Yato's like, this is so over, but he's gonna win this goal, so he should know that Ambo did not hard rush Waddle and Red spin.
Mm.
Or if he did, that he didn't do Bianco hoverless.
Oh, this
I
Yato's
always
route is
forget Yato does this weird route.
yeah.
Yeah, two hidden
The
red was
question-
clicked.
Yeah. The question, I guess for Armbot, this is still a secret and a shine in the secret after all. These were relevant after all.
Mm-hmm.
Will he stay for Jaro and Reds, or does he have like blue coins to trade in? He has.
Just one, yeah. I
Big
mean, I guess
shine
you could
into
do
trade in.
Gelato one reds into trade, or a Delfino into trade.
I think at this point, when you see two hidden Reds Harvest, you might, as Ambo gets two Delfino. No, do you get two Delfino shines? 6 from 2 is the thing, and there are like
Yeah.
no grade 6 spots. We had 3 NPCs for Embouchure.
Going for
And
bird
three birds.
now. Gelato is starting to work on his birds and Gelato. I see an underbill from Mambo. So does Yato make the play to go to Serena after this? Or is he going to try and commit to Pinna? Usually birds is an indication if you want Pinna, but these birds are trolling really hard right now.
Yeah, I think on this card it makes enough sense that you just get them in case your opponent has been doing more Serena stuff. Although the Serena value is kind of swindling with it not being done and as a result Pinna being available.
Yato did not manage the birds very well, not gonna lie, and has opted to bail on them, which I think was the correct call. Ombo up to 2 links now, 3 birds, 3 NPCs, trading in 1 shine.
Well, Yato's at 9, so 1 Delfino Shine, which from this point it's kind of difficult. I guess Chuckster is a thing.
Yeah.
They're not that far apart, surprisingly enough. It's interesting to me that they still pick up like the Delfino M's, even though like in Arbo's case it's kind of out of the way. Because 17 M's is unhandy on this card at this point, because 3 bosses require you to rush Rico 1, so you will enter Rico 1 just to get the... So like 17 M's is kind of low priority as a result. And yeah, just getting to Pinna would have been probably more important, but he still has the lead, both while watching a cutscene. And Yato doesn't have the birds, after all. Or will Yato just like... Will Yato just go for Mecha?
I mean, this is 4
immediately?
unique bosses too, right? This is a race for that, so...
Yeah, but
kind of
Abo
unfortunate.
Abo has been getting links, has been getting M's, has been getting birds. He
I feel
has
like
the
you can't
3
do
birds.
links until 3, right?
You
Oh,
could,
sure, 4 birds,
but
great.
but Abo will probably get to 5 birds at minimum.
Yeah, I mean, unless he had like catastrophic failure on this first bird, Pappuccino style. The 1-2-1-2. Should have that. Yeah, 5 bluebirds clicked for Ombo, and has a very slight lead into Pinna 1 here, so really fast Pinna 1 is going to make the difference.
I think Amble had a little bit more delay from the time that they were at the beginning of Beyond 3 Reds, where it kind of lagged for a bit. I think Amble's delay was slightly a bit more, which means that Amble might still win with 1 rocket missed, question mark.
They're like neck and neck, basically. Both hit DM.
Grab.
Both hit the second shot. Looks like just like a normal kind of one with no regrab stuff.
Oh, Yato's done
faster.
No, no, no.
Oh,
I'm missed the
Combo
regrab.
missed one. Damn.
Yeah. Yado probably winning for uniques. Honestly, clutch mecha. Oh, is he delaying?
Oh, don't
Oh
delay
no.
this, bro. He clicked 5 bluebirds.
No!
Oh. No.
No.
He might have forgot, honestly, that he had either had 3 bosses or he didn't see the 5 bluebirds click. That's really tragic. Yato could still win Pin of Bleach Blues pending RNG and management of bills, but that's really, really unfortunate for Yato.
Good thing for Yado is that Ambo probably assumes to have a lead, and Ambo has not been doing random delays this match, but he could be. He could start doing reasonable delays and lose out of it.
Kill one of those, kill one of those, kill one of those! Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
Does this position work, or does he need to stand a bit more further right?
It works if you jump, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Gonna try and drag the purple to the back here. Ambo getting a god purple.
Oh no. Oh, it's still high up.
Oh, it was too high. Yato looked out.
Oh no.
Oh, don't hit it. No.
Okay.
Go, please. Okay.
Okay,
Both at 3.
Free. Oh, 2 purples. They're
They're
gonna crash.
explode on each other. Yep.
Yeah.
Every time. Ambo taking a huge lead right now. Just needs the basket and the other shine sprite.
Oh, the purple exploded, but this position is basically free. 1 shine. Does Ambo click
Yeah.
immediately? 5 NPCs for fruit is a reason to immediately click. He does. Oh, that's rough. That's rough for Yado.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those matches where they're just literally doing the same route the entire time, and one player's just gonna start trailing. It's just so tragic. Yato getting scuffed on the mole skip there. So down in Penna.
Ambo missing the cycle? Possibly? I think, yeah.
Should still make it, yeah. You have a lot of time.
I underestimated how lenient this is. Oh,
Oh, Yato went too early. No, dude. That's like 20 seconds.
he could have
Make
grabbed
make the cycle? Oh, he's gonna extra weight. Alright, so what's the game plan from here, right? I guess Ambo probably wants to do Pin 3 for Lynx, and then he might just do probably should just do Pin 4, right? So you can have Yoshi for Lily Pad into Serena. I think that makes the most sense. As Ambo, you might want to just try and get into Serena earlier, just because you haven't seen any clicks from Yato. But if you're like making the read, it's like, okay, I'm just beating my opponent to Pinna right now, just like by a little bit, then I think I can kind of keep going with the Yoshi plan into Lily Pad into Serena.
Oh, Yada's continuing pin as well.
Ambo also just might. Okay, I was gonna say he might opt to ignore the links because the links do take a hot minute, but
yeah,
he's not going to ignore that. Ambo
Yato will be
not Yato into Pinna 2. We might see a Pinna 200s. Here.
No, it's going to be yeah, Pinna Threads for 7 in the secret. Maybe see a Pinna. Honestly, Serena 2 should definitely be one of these shines in the secret. Right,
so
like
this is gonna be 6 for Yato. Yep. So Serena 2 would be his 7th, which would be pretty good.
Yeah, I do wonder how good like hundreds in the secret and Pinna into Serena 2 would have been. Doesn't seem particularly great. Although like 3 to 4, 0 for Hundo with 18 blues is quite the big synergy, but
at that point, right? You sneak in a double click. Assuming you delay hundreds in a secret, right? Because like I don't think Combo would make that call to do that play in the lead, but Yato could make that call from being behind and just hide that information.
Oh, he's going to
Okay.
Suzu. Nice.
Yeah, I like this. Good counterplay, yep, from Yato. Do you think Yato should stay through
Yes.
8?
What? Create?
Or no, sorry, through 18 Surrender Blues.
Okay, okay.
Because 5
honestly,
NPCs is still on the card, not clicked, which is kind of insane to me. Just a little bit.
Yado didn't get the no keys, so he kind of has to do some other more inconvenient ones. 3-6 will not be done for
do
that
be on
goal.
the card, but yeah, it's a little greedy to get all the way to 6.
I don't know if we see 3-6 no keys. We've had more cursed matches, but not from current top players.
How many did Yato enter with? 9? I think he has 5 coins right now.
He got all the outside ones, so he must have. Wait, 1 second.
That's 5, right? Because there's 8 outside, but he didn't grab any of the ones in Serena 1.
Yeah, he didn't grab the ocean one.
I don't think he did. Yato. Thank you, Funky Kong. Yeah, Yato should be sitting at 5 blues then. So we're seeing the effects of grabbing the links in Pinna 3, plus probably the other bird. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah,
Yato was able to do a Pinna 2 reds and Serena 2 in that time that Amba took.
yeah, it's kind of insane. I don't think it done well. It takes that long, but like Pinna 3 off cycle is kind of like prone to have like some funky business going on. Ambo is going to Rico to finish at 17 M's, which ends
Rico
7 links.
one here.
At this point, blue coin value is kind of high, right? Like 7 links and 17 M's is 2 goals, and 15 from free progress. Like
I hope
Ambo
Amba
having good
had
pinna.
15 from Pinna before he left. Oh, he should, right? With
Yeah.
the Beach Blues, yeah.
Beach Blues, M's, Links, Bluebirds.
Yeah,
Like I think
for sure.
I think all of those are probably actually 15. Yeah, they are. 15 in Rico is kind of trivial.
Not
The only
gonna
issue
have
is
2 M's though, notably from Rico 1.
He's not finishing Rico 2, I assume. So that's kind of a unfortunate. Maybe mashing, maybe he just didn't think about it.
And then Amba will still need to visit one more place to finish up 7 links, because this will be 6 once he finishes this half.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a 40. At the very beginning, during the intro cutscenes, you mentioned 45, I think, and I thought that meant that 45 totals is.
No, yeah, 15 from 3 is equivalent to 45 totals. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's still 4 goals that Ambo is going to get.
Oh my god, that rollout was so not safe. And the pro just jumped in the water anyways! Okay, I'm getting trolled. Doesn't even want the second M, so he has 6 M's out of Rico.
6 M's out of Rico, plus 1 gelato, plus 3 pinna, plus
10, 13.
He has 11? Oh yeah, 14. Because of Delfino. I almost forgot about that word. Yeah, he needs to enter pinna.
Oh, 14, yeah.
Not pinna, Pianta.
Pianta or go back to Bianca, right? But there isn't really any value in going back to Bianca unless you really want a 7th bird access.
I could actually see. Oh, could we see Bianca 4 into Bianca 5 getting Village Blues for 15 from 3 into 7 into Bianca 6 as a secret, like for that hope? Is that like a possible game plan? You would imagine not winning 5 secrets as Ambo. Like you're doing Rico 2. How are you supposed to get five secrets?
Ambo could finish his 5 NPCs in Bianca, that is correct.
Oh yeah, he got the fire count after all.
Ambo is bailing to probably Pianta.
I like Bianca more, I think.
Yeah, I think Bianca overall had the better value here if you just do Bianca 4.
I mean, Butterfly...
Right, because there's 5 from 3 and 6 from 2 on the card too, so like 5 from 3 is non-trivial with Bianca, because you don't have to commit to the Bianca 5 to get that done, and you already have the hidden done, so you just need to do Bianca 1 later for like 5 from 3 progress.
I think Bianca 5 is unironically not that bad for Ambo, because of 15 from 3.
Right,
Yeah,
if you make the call to ignore Serena overall, and you replace that with Bianca, I think that's like also really strong.
The Butterfly in Pianta is probably better. And having Pianta, like, a little bit of Pianta progress just might make late game significantly easier.
Ambo actually doing Pianta 1 here. There is Pianta hidden on the card, so I guess there is enough value to finishing up Pianta 1 while you're here, so you have at least a one-shot lead. I have to wonder what Ambo thinks the 7 Shines of Secrets is. Like, I think he can reasonably assume 6 of those between Bianco, Pinna, Gelato. And then I feel like he kind of just has to assume that 7th was Serena.
Oh, interesting. Like, Alba doesn't know that Yado was in Pinna. I can imagine him thinking that, like, Yado has been doing actually just Serena stuff. And probably has had like 18 Serena Blues for like a while at this point.
So Yado should be at 18 here with these coins. He Z-menued, but I did not catch the amount. But 28 looks like an amount that should be more than what is 18 plus whatever he entered with. Ambo taking the time in Pianta 1 to click some more blues, looking like 7 links here in Pianta. Not a bad option. Yado, you're just going to go ahead and click 18 Serena, so giving up a lot of information with that click, but I think he's playing under the assumption that Ambo would have gone through Pinna into Serena, and would have been in like Serena 2 or something right now.
Yeah.
Ambo counter-clicking 17 M graffitis.
Oh,
That's a little... Definitely could have held that one for a while.
I think it's very intriguing because, like... Okay, to be fair, as Ambo, you don't see 18 Serena Blues being clicked and think that's done immediately.
I mean, true. Yado hasn't clicked anything since 2 Hidden Reds Hoverless, and that was... Or 7 Shines and Secrets.
Yeah,
so, I mean, that's like a 15... I mean, that's what, 6 minutes, and then like a 10-minute gap, so there's a lot of progress. You don't know what Yado's doing in that time. Like, he could have snuck in some blues or whatever.
Ambo is also... Pianta 2.
5 secrets getting clicked from Yado. That is true. He did do 5 secrets.
So he's getting lily pad just like that? That would be insane.
Back to Pinna 3 for Yado. Although, continuing on in Pianta, I'm not liking this.
Especially at this point.
I mean, I guess if you have to get to 15, you need to go through 2 anyways, right? Because there's only 15 available through Pianta 2. But I don't think he got Tomato Blue in Pianta 1, so kind of awkward. Yado schmoovin with the boats, but got kind of caught up in the cycle. I would really like hundreds at some point from Yato, I think. Maybe not even hundreds in a secret, just a quick hundreds. Maybe like Delfino for 6 from 2, right? And then you can have that Serenity 2, or 200s plus Serenity 100s click. Yato has the option to do Serenity 5 or Serenity 100s for 5 from 3. And I guess the other one for 6 from 2.
Ambo's entering Pinna. This is now devolving into a Pinna lily
Lily pad
race.
race.
This is what we're going to see. Is Yato getting his heart broken again?
Ambo notably delaying 7 links this time.
Very
Ambo with about
interesting
a 20-something second lead. Maybe a little more than that. Turtles are not guaranteed. They are sometimes just scams because they suck. Yep. That was more player management though than the game being bad. But now Ambo decides to collect 7 links. Doesn't want to even deal with losing clicks.
Oh, yeah,
Yato diving too early. Yeah, he's gonna get bullied.
Yeah. I think the initial damage isn't the worst part, but getting hit again after ground pounding the first one is the death sentence, I
They're
guess.
so split up.
Oh.
Turn around?
Fine.
Okay, this is still savable. Okay, nice.
Nice.
I mean, Ambo might get punished if he chooses this weird slight delay on the...
Oh
on
my god, the
Lockout.
C file is coming into play.
Oh my god. See, unoptimal. He lost like a quarter of a second for walking away towards C instead of A or B.
He could have copied one of his files onto the C file and got A or B
Gonna
instead.
save for it? No.
Oh no.
Is that gonna matter?
Abo was ahead anyway, so I'd imagine no.
Open Serena? Thank you.
Yeah, for Abo it's still relevant. For Yato less so. I think like for going opening Serena is the play.
Bianca 300s?
Is he sneaking 5 NPCs from Ambo just like that? Bianco hundreds. Yeah, indeed. This is going to be 4 shines from Bianco.
Yato's at, what, 5 from Pinna, 4 from Serena, and then 4 from Bianca with this? That's pretty good for 5 from 3 and 6 from 2 prog.
Ambo is 4 from Pinna, 3 from Bianco, and just, yeah, 5 from 3 prog is nice for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with MrYhatoh in chat. I really think Yato needs to steal 5 NPCs. I think this is like egregious that both players are leaving 5 NPCs hanging for this long.
Yeah, it's, to be fair, like, Yato doesn't have the best...
Yeah, less so on Yato's part, but like, Ambo has no excuse for not finishing 5 NPCs at this point, when he has both of the Serena Nokis and Fire Pianta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Ambo's hearing us, finishing out 5 NPCs.
Okay. Yeah, the Pianta play, I think, definitely could have just been superseded by Bianco, because I think she could have gotten to the M's that he needed.
Yep.
With just Bianco, and then he also could have just had the NPCs done too, so...
And the link there, and possibly...
15.
Doing the Bianco 4 into Bianco 5 into 7 Bluebird setup. Maybe some 5 secret soaps. I'm still a fan of the Bianco with Pianta.
Well, he probably wants to finish the hundreds in the secret, so starting in the village makes more sense than not starting in the village. Back to Pianta for Ambo. He can get his 4th NPC, or his 5th NPC here, finally.
That like NPC is terrible though, like the Fire Pianta.
I guess he could continue to just leave it hanging.
Honestly, that would be like something that I could see happening.
I mean, you might as well, if you're gonna go to Piana 5, you might as well go to Piana 6, right? And then get your
Yeah.
NPCs from 6, and then go to 8 for the bird and 8 hidden. Just do it in IW, why not? 6 from 2 prog. Okay, he does not want to listen to me on that. I was not watching too heavily during the Bianca hundreds. I think this was clean enough from YATOH. I think he knows what he's doing. He is one of the hundreds guys in the community. YATOH just Ombo just Z-menued. I would, again, missed it because they go so fast. I did not see if he was at 15, but he should know what he's at and be close to that. Also, just a few coins away from 60 totals. YATOH has not picked up that many. Is that like 30?
Yeah, and most of them are just from one specific goal, after all.
Yeah. Nail is impossible to hit.
Ambo's currently delaying 5 NPCs for some reason. This is the Ambo delays. These are the Ambo delays. I just want to say.
Kind of insane to not click 5 NPCs when you see 18 starting to click, in my opinion.
It's not insane for Ambo standards at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway.
Has 10 coins in Delfino, opts to go back. Alright, now clicking 5 NPCs. Ambo needs 2 more shines and he can trade to get to 26 shines. I don't know how close YATOH is, but it was not that close. And I don't think he can get it anyways. I don't know how YATOH really...
Oh. Ambo, wait.
Into this.
Yeah, if Ambo wins 26, like he's currently delaying 15 from 3. 60 totals is probably his, but most like 60 total is Embouchure's.
Yeah.
Got a hidden butterfly, and I guess 7 bluebirds.
Oh yeah, this is like over, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been 51 minutes. It's like it's been a while already. At this point, like win cons are to be expected.
What is going on? What the fuck?
Oh, his exits area. He just released a chain too early, and
like, just see the fucking child going the wrong way down the village. He doesn't HP 4. He just wanted the blue anyways.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Securing 26, 60.
Oh, that was fucking good. Goes to Rico now to try and finish out 60 probably, or finish 15 from 3 if he didn't finish out 15 from here, which would be kind of insane.
Yeah, it's Rico free, you know. I don't know his exact shine count. Maybe YATOH picks up 2 blues and
Ambo's still at 19
shines. Oh, Ambo
still
didn't
needs
get
5 more blues from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ambo needs 2 shines in a trade. YATOH is at 20 and has 20 something blues.
Yeah, to the 8. YATOH can still win 26, and at that point, like Ambo needs 60, 15 from 3, Pianta hidden butterfly plus, I guess 5 from 3, or 7 bluebirds. But YATOH's progress towards 7 bluebirds might be improved just by acquiring Bianca 4.
Ambo gonna be leaving Rico at 59 blues, can't find another one. Okay, thought about it, and was like, maybe I should pick up my 60th blue. Doesn't even immediately click, despite bailing on the shine for it. $60 totals, 15 from 3, click by Ambo, taking this to 10 to 6.
Oh, you can just trade in.
Trade in.
I was relying too much on the 2 shines and a trade in.
Well, that was when he had 50 blues, but then he
that's fair.
slowly probably spent about the amount of time of getting a shine to get the remaining 10 blues with the exit area.
Dang. What
26
an
shines, and then Yato does not really have a way to defend Beyond Hidden Butterfly or 7 Bluebirds at this point. Yato would have to like hard brush Bianco 8 for Bluebird, or not Bluebird, Butterfly.
butterfly. But even then, it's like Piata 4. Right, Ambo just like
Yeah. You'd have to hope Ambo forgets.
uh
Or maybe Ultra delays it. Yeah, the Pinna snipes
that,
were just brutal for Yato. The 20-second deaths, like the 2 deaths that took like maybe 20 seconds in Gelato 1 Reds, Herbalist was just not it for Yato, unfortunately. Kind of put him down.
I mean, like the early game was kind of crazy, right? Like 3 bosses was very close and came down to Ambo getting the no keys.
Yeah.
The Bianco Hidden was just
It was like literally like a second, and Yato just took the rocket too slow, unfortunately.
yeah, the 4 uniques being Yado's, except that he slightly delayed it and lost a goal. 7 Beach was like 7 Beach was probably like 4th closest, and which was kind of insane because it was still close.
Yeah, Yato actually got gifted like really good purple RNG, but he got like 3 doubled purple cycles, which is just like bad for getting baskets because they will just run into each other consistently because
Yep.
bad enemy AI. We see Yato trying to pick up the birds now, but I guess he could defend birds at least, right? Potentially, still, and not butterfly.
I think like
But yeah, you have to like make the call right now. Oh, he's in pin of 5. He wants 5 from 3.
oh yeah,
Or
that's
6 from
also
2.
something. So that's also something Yada needs to defend. True.
Yeah, this is 6 from 2 for Yato, and then just needs another Serenus Shine for 5 from 3. But I don't think he sees the
Piata progress
yeah.
from
I didn't even
Ambo.
realize Yato's at or Ambo's at 11. I thought he was still at 10. Never mind. Yeah, he doesn't even need to go to bird.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that. I thought he was still at 10. That's my bad. Yeah, if Yato had those 2 pinnacles, this would be like assuredly like Yato is winning the rest of this card. Like every other goal that is not the 3 I've been listing is Yato favored. So it really came down to those the pinna stuff, unfortunately. Ambo
I
delaying
think
butterfly.
it,
6 for 2
I
getting
thought
clicked. Okay,
won't
clicking
matter.
it now that he's in the secret.
With this win, right, for J-Glides, the general like sentiment is that the 4 other matches that isn't the 2v2 IL, oh no, the custom, no, the task, the duo task, that outside of that one, the results are relatively decided, and unfortunately, we will not see an upset. Like, if one of the 4 matches that isn't the dual task would have gone one way that's like not predicted, like I've honestly, the match would have still been like the team match would have been still close, right? Because like I expect every match to be at least somewhat competitive.
After all this, I still think Bianca would have benefited Albo more than Pianta.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy
But
because Bianca played everything's the same other than just like the Piant hidden, right? But like you get the birds, you get the links, you get the M's,
you get
butterfly and
50 for
8.
free.
Yeah, like And he already had through Bianca 3 done, so he only needed Bianca 4 and 5, and like would have had that like basically the same progress.
Yeah. Plus like 7 bluebirds in case something went wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, kind of a bummer on the 4 uniques click. I think that's really what did it. Uh, like Pin the Beach Blues, you can kind of blame on RNG, maybe a little bit on player management from both ends, but just the 4 uniques click was kind of brutal, and dying twice in Jolta 1 Reds.
Oh yeah, but to be fair, they weren't like the most like tragic deaths of all time. They were like
Yeah, I
15
think dying
seconds
once would have
each,
been
most
dying
like 10
once would have been
seconds each.
fine, but dying twice was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Bianco hidden was also kind of brutal.
GG's.
GG's. Embouchure taking the win for J Glide, 13-7 over MrYhatoh.
Hmm. Uh, kind of. I think it's unfortunate, but honestly, still a great match.
Hello, Yato. GG's on the match.
Yeah, yeah. Let's say GG. Let's say that GG is the correct word for this.
Um, yeah, some unfortunate things happened this match. Overall, I think you definitely are winning to the remainder of the goals that are not 7 bluebirds. Like, really hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, towards the end, you just didn't have a great way to defend the goals you needed to
No,
defend.
no. After 26, the game was done. Like before 26, the game was already kind of done. The 26 was just like die, Jato.
Mm.
Like, this is like I don't know.
Hello,
I was actually
Ambo.
considering
GG's on the match.
surrender.
Congratulations on the
Yeah,
win.
yeah, bro.
I guess I will read for Embouchure, because Ambo does not use mic.
I was a silent player or mute player, I should say.
Oh, I can be Ombo.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, cool. Rasmus is Ambo now. So what do you guys think about the card overall?
Uh, was a weird card. I think was the like the beginning. I think the beginning was like pretty straight. I think. Uh,
You guys did
this,
basically the same exact route through up to Gelato entry. Like literally the exact same thing, other than Ambo picking up the no keys in Serena 1 was like exactly the same.
Yep.
Ombo.
Indeed. So, I'll let Amber speak.
Yeah. Ombo thought it was a good card with a lot of options to start. The boss's snipe hurt a lot, and that's why he skipped out on Bianco 3 Hidden Reds hoverless.
oh, I
Ambo,
kind of.
you won Bianco Hidden by like less than a second, by the way. So I just want you to
Oh,
know that.
Yeah, that was
that
close.
was super. Like if I didn't, if I was a better player, I would want to hit Bianco hidden. Like only because I meet like I slide like a little in the entry on Bianco 3, and then like my Bianco hidden with with the rocket wasn't the best. Was I felt very bad about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, but
And
there were like early game, like the goals were definitely very close, right? Like 3 bosses was like maybe less than 5 seconds of a snipe because like Ambo picking up the Nokis kind of hurt the was prone to snipes. Bianco 3 Reds was very close. And unfortunately 4 uniques, like
I actually thought about surrendering the game at that point.
oh
I consider I there was like 30 seconds of me saying like why I'm still playing.
Did
yeah.
you plan on delaying it,
No,
Yato,
no,
or
Limbo.
did you just
No. I just forgot that for uniques was a goal. Like I had it in my
okay?
plan. I had no
Um,
other things. Like I gave that goal. And Embo, for your question, I got that goal. Like I was entering Pikachu when you click the goal. and yeah, I was super frustrated. Like I literally considered surrendering.
Ambo thought it was good for 4 uniques since 5 birds wasn't clicked at that point. Or like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ambo won
Yada,
for 5 birds.
Yada went straight to 2-hit Reds hoverless. Unfortunately, took a couple deaths in Gelato 1 Reds. And then both of you had some pretty rough birds. Yada ends up bailing on the birds, which was the correct play.
Yeah, I surrendered. My birds was
And you
horrible.
guys were basically exactly tied entering Mecha Fight, and then Ambo missed the rocket, and that costed Ambo. But unfortunately for Yado, Ambo still
I
won the
forgot.
goal.
Yeah, I forgot to click it. Let's go. Game.
Pin of Beach Blues was also really close. I think Yado actually had better RNG, but just kind of got owned by Bullet Bill being having bad AI and always colliding with each other. So Ambo
Yeah.
ended up taking the lead on that and winning that click by not delaying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Pina Blues was also another thing. Like, oh, that was terrible. I think the I got the good bullets, but they were like stupid bullets that didn't know where to move. And I was like, why they're moving like this? Uh,
And like the thing is, after Beach Blues, it was like kind of very unlikely for Yada to win. Like the pivot into like Serena, like securing 7 shines and secrets and committing Serena. Well, I thought it was really good, but like really good from a very difficult position is unfortunately not the absolute saving grace. Like it sucks that like the match was kind of decided in that way instead of just of like forgetting a goal or just like very other unfortunate circumstances. But I think still the decision making wise, I think this match was like still pretty good after all. Um, Rasmus, be Ambo again for a little bit.
Oh, but I'm talking to Ambo. It's so weird.
You need to
Uh,
speak
That's
as
why I
an
offered.
informed.
yeah, fair enough. So Yada was committing 5 from 3.
yeah. I no, the thing is like I was in a rough position after losing 2 goals in a like worst way possible, and I secured secret as Larry said because I was already. I don't know. I didn't
Uh,
think too much,
I
and
I
then
liked
I
that you went to Serena when you did, Yado, to secure the 7 shines of secrets, and then the Serena play to kind of dissuade Ambo from doing that. Ambo spent a long time in Pinna 3 picking up blues. Like in the time it took you to do Pinna 2 reds and Serena 2 with the whenever, that was the time it took one to do Pinna 3 with links and all the other blues and shit.
the,
Um,
the thing is like I think the Sirena was a good play, but the thing my decision later after Sirena cost me like the goals because like instead of like I committed to 5 from 3, but I think
mhm.
the and 6 from 2, but I think the correct choice was to focus on 26 shines. That was the goal that I needed. The
Yeah.
the rest of the goals,
Yeah.
like six
I
from
wanted
two
to
and five
ask,
from 3, I
did
will
either
have
of you
like
con sorry, Yado, keep going.
no that the thing is like by the position about the goals clicked by Embo, I assume that he didn't have more shines that the shown with the clicks. So yeah, securing 6 from 2 and 5 for 3 was just useless, I think.
Yeah, Ambo was thinking about Serena, but after Pinna, he decided to drop Serena completely and instead do Pianta with blues, since that was faster for 26 shines.
Can I ask Ambo what what the reasoning was behind Pianta instead of going into like Bianco 4, doing Bianco 5 for like 15
5
from 3
NPCs.
NPCs, links, and M's?
And
I
birds.
I and birds. And at that point, 5 secrets was like unclicked. You know, maybe hoping for five secrets.
He was thinking about Bianco, like doing Bianco hundreds in a secret, along with 15 blue coins from Bianco, and then doing Serena hundreds after that to get 2 100s. But he kind of wanted the shine lead since the Bianco shines are pretty slow.
Hmm.
Why did you push off 5 NPCs as late as you did? Because I felt like post pin of 3 for both of you, that should have been like the next goal, other than maybe lily pad, and it took like a really long time for either of you to, I guess, more
Yeah.
Ambo to consider NPCs because it was
Yeah.
left hanging for so long.
Yeah, for Yado, not getting the Noki's in Serena 1 is definitely not like the most convenient goal then. Amber had an easier time, but I don't think he exactly knew the NPC progress from Yado.
Actually, like there, I skipped the 5 NPCs because my Manta was, I got like very bad luck with Manta, so I was like, if I try to go to NPCs, I will be more slower than I am right now, and yeah, I think the correct choice there was just to avoid NPCs and try to get through bosses.
Yeah, I mean, you won 3 bosses
Yeah,
after all.
I think was worth it, yes.
Yeah, Ambo read that since Yado hard committed Sirena, he could kind of safely delay 5 NPCs, but in hindsight, he realized that it was still kind of dumb. He forgot he could get the Bianco NPC, but it probably would have costed him Bianco hidden. And yeah, 3 bosses was very, very close because he clicked it and it turned red.
Oh yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the card kind of filled out as it could have. I'm still calling out Ambo for the Piano 4 miss. That was kind of fucking funny. nice change out management.
Oh yeah. But
I think the closing from Ambo was pretty solid overall with Pianta. I think overall, I think blues were kind of tough to gauge on this card because they weren't great until they were good, and then I think Ambo kind of picked up on the timing for when to start kind of hard playing blues a bit more. So I think that that overall worked out better.
Yeah, blues were weird. I didn't have like a nice time to play blues. Like
Yeah, for sure. I think that's all I have. Does anyone else have anything for this card or for this tournament since you guys are done now?
well, was a nice tournament. I hope my teammates wins their matches. I
Same.
Ambo says same. um, so match 1 of Championship Week goes to Team J Glides. We still have 4 more matches, which only one of which is scheduled. Thanks, guys. We have a match coming up on Saturday, April 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern. That is MrYhatoh versus Doge Cyanide in any percent. We have where's the fucking
we have the tasks that will arrive uh, the probably the 30 May pursuit of the task
Yeah, next Wednesday,
next
presumably.
Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have JJ versus Peaches and 120 shines. We have Libre versus RSW. Whoa, it's RSW.
Yeah.
And Triple Bingo. And then we have the dual task of Schmidt and Invictus versus Mad Tyra and Darkman. So overall, I mean, everyone's kind of split on the predictions here for this week, so it's going to be really close no matter what happens. So, but I think that is all we have for today. This would be the time where I would say we should raid someone. Oh, let's go. Rasmus was on it.
I'm on it. Yes, me and Libre are doing our triple lockout probably next weekend. It sounded like in the scheduling. And then Peaches and JJ had issues scheduling because JJ was busy. You've seen it before. We'll see what happens. But
Okay,
yeah,
that's all we have.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
See you next
We'll
time.
be back later. Bye-bye.